What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So in this video, I want to talk about something that I just really have a hard time making light of, and that's how the narcissists always seem to get good recognition for things they didn't do. And I kind of know the tactic that they use to get the type of recognition they desire, and that is just to go around town running their mouths, painting themselves as a good person, and just really, really feeding off their own ego, because that's pretty much what it is. They have huge egos, and it just adds fuel, you know, to the fact that it gives them the get up and go. It gives them the power to continue to be such a fraudulent person. And it's like that makes them feel good. It gives them a special type of high just to speak amongst themselves in a way that puts them on this high level of a superhuman that just does great things for other people. And it bothers me because, I just don't feel like you know, I have to speak on every single thing that's going on in my life or things that I've done in the past. I don't feel like, that I need that type of recognition. I go on, the reward is greater in heaven. I try to keep that in mind, that I don't need people to recognize me for what I supposed to do in the first place. And so that kind of goes to show that the narcissist's intentions, their true intentions, is always in the wrong place. Their mind is always way ahead of the game, and it's like they expect you to play this game that you weren't, you had no idea that you were going to be a part of. So it's like they put you in this race, and before you know it, it's like you out there trying to save your good name, because if you don't, all of this false recognition that they need is going to kind of overshadow everything that you've done in your life. And it's not like that's like an accurate result, because it's different for different people, different situations. But when you and a narcissist, say for instance your ex-narcissist, they've had you have mutual friends or mutual associates, I'll say, because you can't call everybody your friend just because you've known them for a long time. But a lot of time the narcissists, they just have to make it known what they have done. They need that recognition from people. And the reason why something like this will bother me is only and only because it involves my children. And y'all know, when the devil can't get to you, he goes to the next closest to you, and that's your children, your closest loved ones, who are, is usually your children or maybe your parents. And I don't have parents. My mother died when I was 18, and my father died when I was, I think in my early 20s. I really don't remember. My father died back in 2001. But my father never was in my life anyway, so, but the thing about it is, I've already told you, I've lived my life pretty much in survival mode. I've even lived through survival mode when my mother was living. So I know what it feels like to go through life struggling, but making it at the same time, and staying level-headed and keeping your sanity through all struggles and all walks of life. So the thing about it is, the narcissists, they know that there's this special thing about you that gives you strength, and it makes you the person who you are, to where it's like they just take everything that's about you that makes you, it would make, the things that it's like, what's a part of your makeup, what's a part of your life, everything that's a part of your history. It's like, even if it doesn't, they can't even relate to it. They use your story. It's like they steal your identity without your permission. I mean, who would want to do something like that anyway? Only a narcissist would do something like that. They pretty much steal your identity. They steal your story. They pass it on like if it's their own personal experience. I have dealt with that with my ex, and I'm quite aware of it. And I know that that's just a part of him, that he's addicted to my life, even though it was many, 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 many years ago that it ended between us. He's not going to ever forget that certain something about me. And, it's just like the thing that I have a hard time. I'm not going to say it bothers me, because, when you say things out loud, the devil knows what bothers you. He knows what you're afraid of. He knows what scares you. It's like words are very powerful. And when you put that stuff out into the atmosphere, the spirits, they pick it up. And the devil will use that to get to you. So I'm not going to say it bothers me, scares me, anything like that. What I'm going to say is it's something I fail to understand, is that how the people, the ones on the outside looking in, it's like they go for whatever it is that the narc put out there, whatever false narrative they put out there. People are quick to believe it. And it's like they're slowly trying to erase you. And they're trying to erase you. They're going to try to destroy you either way, whether you're in their life or whether you have discarded them a long time ago. The final discard could have been 15, 20 years ago. The narcissist will never get over that. They're going to continue to speak on your name because it was just that light, there's something special about you that made them who they are. And they're going to always need to know what's going on in your life. And what I fail to understand is how people could just go by it. It's like it gives them, it gives them a false persona. And it makes it easy for them to be passed off as someone that they're not. They're the biggest frauds. And that's pretty much all I want to talk about. Y'all can leave y'all comments down below and we could talk about if y'all know, if you can kind of relate to what I'm saying. Like, I know a lot of y'all may not, say that you agree with the fact that it kind of gives the narcissist power over you. But in some ways, I just kind of feel like you're taking so much out of me without really knowing you're doing it, because information gets back to me and you run your mouth and you say things that are untrue. And it's like, it's just something that it kind of gives them power a little bit. Y'all let me know if y'all agree with that. I'm kind of looking for some advice myself on this. Like, how do you look at it and how do you deal with it without it really getting to you? Like, how do you get over the fact that the narc, they are who they are. But as far as them like smearing your name and just trying to put themselves out there to where they're better than you and they've done better than you, they're the better parent than you, they have the bigger support system than you, and it's all false. It is all false information, and the only one knows the truth about it is God. Just you and the Lord knows that it is all a lie. It's like, how do y'all deal with that? Just knowing that it's not true, and you just have to deal with it just for the sake of, holding your end and being at peace with knowing that this toxic person is out of your life. But are they really out of your life if they're doing things like that to you? They're still trying to erase you. They're still trying to destroy you and secretly punish you by devaluing you and diminishing your character, to other people. Let me know how you deal with that. Let me know what are your thoughts on this topic. Like, how the narcissist is like the biggest ringleader, like the clown that just goes around and got so many people fooled, So just leave your thoughts down below. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk soon.